My boy Ash got a team with great potential. Yo, what's up everyone? Treyman1 here. Welcome back to another Pokemon Journeys anime discussion video. Guys, today we will be discussing Ash's Pokemon Journeys team. I will be going through and ranking them now that he kind of has this full 6 Pokemon team of all fully evolved Pokemon. I actually want to go in, we're 60 episodes in at the time, and just, discuss their capture, their character arc so far, and just overall, my favorites from the team. Now, the Pokemon that I will be ranking from least favorite to favorite will be everyone except Pikachu and Mr. Mime. As Pikachu, I have an unfair bias too. Pikachu is my favorite of Ash's team in every region. So I can't really rank Pikachu among these, but I will give him a rating and say how I feel about him in this series, along with Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime is confirmed to be one of Ash's Pokemon in this series, but he hasn't been using it like he's been using the rest of his team. So I'll give Mr. Mime a rating as well, but I won't be putting it in the ranking. First thing, let's start with Ash's Pikachu. Ash's Pikachu in Journeys has been pretty great. This is the second series that they didn't go and reset him, having him lose to a weaker Pokemon. Like in Sun and Moon, where he had a 100-episode win streak. Pikachu, while he doesn't have that win streak, his first loss was to Champion Leon, the undefeated champion. And the only other time he lost was against Grappalot after beating Hitmontop. And, Grappalot had those abilities that, just many Pokemon couldn't get past. So, Pikachu, yeah, he had those 2 losses, but he has been great this series. He is shown to be the same Pikachu that beat Tapu Koko not too long ago. I love Pikachu in this series. Now, yeah, Ash does use Pikachu quite a bit, which, that's okay, I do want some of the other Pokemon to get more screen time. But overall, Pikachu's character in this series is fun as always, great as always, and his power is definitely showing. Great job, Pikachu. Wouldn't want to change anything about you. If I was to rate you for this series, it would be a solid 9 out of 10. And the only reason that Pikachu isn't a 10 out of 10 is mostly due to the fact that they haven't been focusing on it trying to train for Dynamaxing. But other than that, everything else is great. Next up is the smug man himself, Mr. Mime. Now, I can't even lie, I never really cared for Mr. Mime at first, but Sun and Moon and Journeys really did make me enjoy his character a bit more, where he started to appear more frequently in Sun and Moon, and especially in Journeys where he's actually here. We get to see him battle. Yo, my boy is amazing. And just overall his character, in the episode where Pikachu wanted to go home, Mr. Mime showed to be like the caring, parental figure to Ash's Pokemon. Kind of like how Delia is to Ash. I really do love Mr. Mime's character a lot. I love, his smug moments. I wish we would get to see more of it. But overall, Mr. Mime is pretty nice. I would give him a good 7 out of 10. With that being said, these next 2 Pokemon I will be rating will be from my least favorite to my favorite. So get ready, guys. Let's go ahead and get right into it with the lowest, unfortunately, being Paw Dragonfish. Now, guys, Dragonfish actually wasn't the capture that I wanted Ash to get, so that already kind of has some ways to it. But after seeing it and its goofiness, the Uno la la la, I actually do like its personality, and I actually do want to see more of Dragonfish. But unfortunately, he hasn't appeared since his capture. You can count that one cameo if you want to, but that was just like a montage moment. That wasn't really Dragonfish appearing. So yeah, we haven't seen Dragonfish. We know it will appear again in the preview, but overall, we just don't know much about it. For one, instead of having Ash be the one to do the battling and go do the wacky adventures, they flip-flopped it. Like, I want to see Dragonfish's strength. Ash, at the end of the day, he's the battler. He wants to take on Leon. We need to see this Pokemon's strength. So hopefully we will see a battle one day. Maybe against Iris, who knows? Another thing is that the capture episode itself just wasn't that great. Compared to all the other capture episodes that we got later on this list, this one just felt so underwhelming. It was like, really, this is the 6th member? Who knows? Maybe they'll make Dragonfish feel more better. But right now, I gotta give it a 1 out of 10. It pains me to say this, but the number 4 spot has to go to my boy Gengar. I love Gengar's character so much. The story that they told with Gengar just being in the lab causing so much trouble, we're like, what's this Gengar's problem? Then we find out that it got abandoned for 3 years by his trainer. The longest abandonment that Ash has ever caught from a Pokemon. Chimchar wasn't but a day, even though he was with a bad trainer for a while. Freaking Charmander, man. Charmander was like a couple of days, but freaking how long Gengar's been abandoned, man. Tepig may have been a couple months as well. But still, like 3 years, you would have think that this would have been Ash's like main Pokemon almost, and especially when it showed its first battle, when it fought against Visquez, Gengar went in with the action. I love Gengar, but the only thing is, that's the only good thing Gengar's done. After that, he fights Karina and gets destroyed horribly, and after that's it. We haven't seen Gengar fight again. Like, you could count the one moment in the Darkest Day, but that wasn't a real World Championship battle. It's been literally a year since we've seen Gengar do something good. And it's sad. Journeys have to even acknowledge the fact that, you know, Gengar's mad that Ash didn't bring him. Because it's like they know the problem. So what's going on? Why haven't we seen Gengar battle? Yes, Gengar has been battling in off-screen land, which I want to see Gengar battle on screen. Hopefully, now that Sirfetch'd is here, the next arc we may focus on is Gengar. Obviously, I think Dragonfish needs it more, but at the same time, I wouldn't mind seeing Gengar finally get its arc and character development. Unfortunately, Gengar has to get a 3 out of 10. I love this Pokemon, I love his story, but they have done this thing dirty. Taking the number 2 spot, we have Lucario. And this Pokemon is such a weird and interesting situation. As a Riolu, it took up all the screen time. My gosh, man. I was like, where's Dragonite? Where's Gengar? Where's Farfetchd? They all needed some development. But now that it's evolved into Lucario, thankfully they've actually taken a break from it. But at the same time, it's like, I just wish Journeys could use the team together. I'm glad. I love that they took a break from Lucario. Like, Lucario, after all the stuff that Riolu did, we needed this break from Lucario. I'm just kind of wishing that they could do like the other series and have the Pokemon train together. I would have loved to see Lucario and Sirfetch'd train together. Or Lucario help build up Farfetch'd in some type of way, shape, or form. Now, obviously, we will be returning to Lucario's arc real soon, as we know Bia and Karina are supposed to be returning, and Ash may be getting a Mega. Overall, as a Riolu, I love this thing's personality though. Like, Riolu was adorable, it was sweet, but as a Lucario, I don't know. From that one Cinderace Lucario episode, it was not a good first impression of Lucario. Like, it was all angry all the time, and I guess it's supposed to be a stoic Pokemon, but not even Karina's Lucario act like this. Karina's Lucario knew how to have fun and stuff. So I'm hoping that later down the line, they will give us better moments with Ash's Lucario, but just right now, I'm not really a big fan of it. I'll give this thing first capture at least though. His capture was amazing. That was the most build up, developed like moment, I say, capture in the series, where it was like, you know, the whole egg story leading up to hatching into the Riolu that we all wanted to see. But yeah, I give this thing overall a 5.5 out of 10. In number 2, we have Kaido, good old Dragonite. Now, Dragonite is actually my favorite pseudo-legendary, so you best believe this was the best capture in Journeys by far. This was what changed Pokemon Journeys for me. The first 9 episodes, I was kind of worried. I was like, this series is alright. But when Ash caught this Dragonite, I fell in love, man. I was like, yes, this was such a great capture. The build-up was so perfect. It was such a surprise. And, you know, yes, this capture does hold a lot of high value. But unfortunately, after that, Dragonite doesn't do much either. The last time we see the battle was against Karina, which that was about a year ago as well. And I'll admit, it does show its strength. Dragonite is a powerful Pokemon. I think Dragonite is Ash's strongest Pokemon on the team. Taking out Mega Lucario. This thing is nothing to mess around with. I love that they showed its power and everything, but I just wish we got more development for it as well. Like, just to see it more. Like, they did a good job in the beginning. The whole Golurk stuff, we get to see Dragonite in action, but now it's just kind of like Dragonite has these occasional appearances where it hugs a Pokemon or this, that, and the other. I just want to see more of Dragonite. It's not much I can say other than the Karina fight in this capture episode, but just, you know, that capture just gave it a little bit boost over Lucario, and that's why I give this Pokemon a 6 out of 10. Camel takes the number 1 spot, and this is another one of those surprise captures. Many people thought that Ash was going to catch a Pokemon when the whole Sawble stuff was happening, because he's like, okay, Ghostlife is going to get the Farfetch'd because he's talked about it evolving. And maybe Ash got the Sawble, but Go ended up catching the Sawble as well. So it's like, oh yeah, Ash isn't gonna get anything. But nope, Ash gets the freaking Farfetch'd. And bro, was I so happy, because since the day Sirfetch'd got introduced, I was like, this is a Pokemon Ash definitely needs. And the way that they handled Sirfetch'd, in the beginning, they did him dirty. If this was anywhere between those first 20 episodes after they got caught, Sirfetch'd would be lower on the list. I love his come on, but it did nothing. It was like, come on, Ash, you gotta use Sirfetch'd. I get it was Lucario's time, but Sirfetch'd or Farfetch'd needed some development at the time. But the recent arc that they gave Farfetch'd, boosted him up so much that he became my favorite on Ash's team. Let's start with, the beginning. As we know, Farfetchd was like, they kind of did a reference where Farfetchd was upset at Ash. Ash didn't bring him into the darkest day. Ash hasn't been training him. Farfetchd was like, all right, I'm fed up. It's time for me to get my training. And as we go through this arc, we get to see Farfetchd, its true power. It have to bond with Ash. Like, this was a real good Pokemon arc that they did. And now, yes, it could have been better. There could have been more Wingstrom training and stuff like that. But for what they told, for Journey standards, I got to give them a lot of credit. They did a pretty good job leading up to the evolution and beating Rento, his rival. So hopefully we do get more Sirfetch'd development in the future where, who knows, he may have to fight Wingstrom in the World Championship and come out on top. And we do know for a fact now that Ash will use Sirfetch'd for the Leon fight. As he mentioned, Leon is waiting for us. So I can't wait to see more from Mr. Kim, or should I say Sir Kim. Sirfetch'd gets a solid 8 out of 10 for me. But yeah, everyone, this was my ranking of Ash's Journeys team. In the comment section down below, I would love to hear you guys' rankings as well. Like, let me know who you like more, who you think had the best capture, and like, what would you rank them from least favorite to favorite in the Journeys team? If you want, you can even include Mr. Mime and Pikachu as well. But yeah, everyone, thank you all for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. TradeMan1, peace out.